Welcome to Magic to Millions,
We document this guy's journey
where I take this stuff.
and turn it into this stuff.
Alright guys, welcome back. This is going to be one of our Magic videos that gets slotted in. So now that I've kind of gotten a little bit more comfortable with the format and stuff and how I'm doing these things, oh my goodness, this Magic box is hard to open. Here, I have my handy opening tool. Yes, that was a screwdriver. So now that we've kind of gotten used to this format and stuff and how I'm doing things, I am a little bit more comfortable now with it. Things, the good flow pattern happening now. There is a case of Throne of Eldraine that I'll be opening. This is going to go obviously into the bulk system that I have, and every single card in here is going to be sold. My cost on these boxes was about, I think it was $95. I'm okay paying a little bit more for them, just because... Is there arena tokens on these? No? Okay, whatever. Let's see. So I'm not familiar. So we have the rare here. Okay, so we have a basic land. Tokens are kind of trash. So we got a rare here. Our uncommons. Okay, and these are all commons. Okay, Gingerbrute sells. Barded Cow. I had someone buy out my Barded Cow for some reason, so I have to relist a chunk of those. Idyllic Grange sells. Like, this is about... I make about 50 cents selling this, which isn't too bad. Garenberg Squire, I've sold a few number of. I think that's like make about 30 cents on that when I sell it. Ardenvale Tactician, I've sold a fair number of. Smitten Swordmaster, I've been bought out of and I have to relist it. So, you know, it's been pretty interesting with Eldraine, right? So far all I have listed with Eldraine is commons and uncommons. I don't actually have anything else, right? I guess tokens go here. Okay, so the rare is here. And then we have 3 of these. Okay. Those are uncommons. I've actually not opened Eldraine, which is interesting. I'm going to put my rares over here on the edge and put Mythic Hits down here. Okay. There we go, guys. Jousting Dummy, Wolf's Quarry, Gingerbrute, Shining Armor is another one I've sold a fair bit of. Let's get the... There we go, our lands right there, get our commons there. Okay, we've got this now, guys. Now we'll start flying through here. Unlike the collector's packs, when I open all of these, and I have 2,700 piles, I don't have that many piles with this, because there's a lot less cards. So who saw that coming, right? These should all be our commons. Witching Well is a $1 card that moves pretty often, so that's a decent hit. Giant Skewer, I've sold quite a few of those, actually. Let's see, I think that's a token. There's a... Ooh! Okay. This is sick. That's worth a few bucks. Opportunistic Dragon, Cauldron's Gift, Red Cat Melee. There's some decent... There's a surprisingly large number of good power cards in this set still. They move very well. Foil uncommon. Nice. And this is also back in the time, guys. Drown in the Loch I've sold a bunch of. Kenrith's is like $1 plus now. It's gone back up a lot. You know, this is the set too where foils actually kind of matter a lot. Like there is like legitimate premium on some of these cards that are foil, like the Mystic Sanctuary. That foil land is like actually a good hit. This is nice. Heraldic Banner sells quite a bit. Enchanted Carriage is interesting. Vantress Paladin, Idyllic Grange again. Didn't say please, I've sold a bunch of these. And, you know, each one of these commons, when I sell it, you know, I make anywhere from 20 to 30 cents, upwards of like $1 plus. And, you know, it's just Castle Garenbrig's a good card too. This moves. Okami Ranger, I've sold a bunch of these. Sir Kara the Bold, I think got bought out, I need to relist. Golden Egg, I've sold a bunch of. Knight of the Keep, same thing. It's crazy to me, right? Like, and it comes down to work, right? Like, there's a lot of work involved with moving bulk. There's Frogify is a good foil. There is so much more time involved with moving bulk, And if the system is optimized, right, which I've gotten there pretty well. It took me quite a while to readjust to selling bulk, just because like you don't really think about it too much, like all the work that goes into it. Giant Skewer is a good hit. Let's see. I don't think Runaway Together is also a good hit. You know, you don't really think about all the work that goes into it, but there really is an absolute ton of work because, you know, you have to have all your stuff set up correctly. I'm going to put the showcase cards over here. You know, you need everything set up, arranged, optimized, properly good set up. You need the good inventory. You need everything to be good to go. Nice foil again. And Forever Young sells too. Crashing Drawbridge is another card. It's like 50 cents. Queen of Ice I sell every so often too. And if you don't have this stuff set up in place, right, and you take forever to pack orders, and you know, Quarter Monitor, I've sold some of those. Prophet of the Peak, same thing. And you take forever to move this stuff and get it listed, and you're making like, you know, penny orders, but it takes you like, you know, multiple minutes. It takes you over a minute to pack an order. Tournament Grounds I've sold a bunch of. I think I need to restock those. Mystic Sanctuary is a huge hit. And, you know, and it takes you that long. I had someone buy out Eye Collector, too. And it takes you that long to pack orders, right? Like, your theoretical hourly wage can go anywhere from, like, $5 to $10 an hour to upwards of $90 an hour. And that's kind of where I ended up settling most of the time. It was about $90 an hour. Now you're like, well, Richard, that's not really fair. There's no way you can do that consistently. Hey, there we go. First mythic hit. That's pretty nice. There's no way you can do that consistently. And you're right. No, I don't. But overall, across hundreds and hundreds of orders, which I'm at now, I'll probably link my TCG Player store at some point once I get more and more of this stuff listed. It's a little embarrassing, like how slow at this point it's like I'm getting stuff listed up and updated. All That Glitters is a good hit too. Wishing Well. Look at this. This is a double land pack. Gingerbread, Wishing Well, and the Giant Skewer. That's like a $3. That's like $3 in commons. It's just crazy. So there's a lot of value in this set, but it takes time, guys. Oh, another myth. Oko. Oko's a big hit, I believe. Order of Midnight. Oh, that goes there. Yeah, look at this. There's so much good stuff in this set. It's just so crazy to me. And you know, there's so much value and time that goes there with those to be made selling bulk, but the problem is it takes so much time, guys. Like, there is hours and hours and hours of work that goes into getting your stuff inventoried, oh, nice, Brazen Borrow, another mythic. All that time that goes into it, then the time packing orders. You have to source stamps in bulk, you have to source envelopes in bulk. You know, I buy paper 5,000 sheets at a time. I buy envelopes 3,000 to 5,000 at a time. Ooh, foil rare land. That's big. That's big. I know that's a few dollars. Oh, another non-foil rare too. Perfect. That's a big pack. Giant Opportunity. I've sold through those a bunch. And you know, there's so much time and prep work that goes into it. But once you have all that stuff in place, right, I can go let my account sit for a couple days. I can get 50 to 60 orders racked up. And then, you know, I can go sit down for an hour or two, pack out $300-400 worth of orders, and, you know, I just net like close to $200 off of 2-3 hours of work. And that's pretty consistently what's been happening with this. There's the non-foil of that. And, you know, the ballsy thing that comes from this too is when you're doing this process, right, most people make I won't say the mistake, but they make the choice to take their profits, they take their money, and they don't reinvest it. If I was a little bit smarter, what I would probably do is build up like $10,000 to $20,000 at a time and then go redeploy it. But because I'm constantly looking, I'm always looking for the next deal, I'm always trying to snipe stuff and pick things up. You know, what I've been doing with the bulk is I've been setting it aside and paying for fab lots, which then, you know, paid for more fab lots, which then paid for more fab lots, which paid for magic lots, which paid for more fab lots, etc., etc., etc. And, you know, now I have a lot coming in from New Zealand right now for Flesh and Blood. I have a buyer already for one of the cards for a pretty good amount. I have a bunch of alpha cards that are in that lot that I'll be keeping, specifically Guardian foils, because I love Guardian. I collect anything Guardian. And, you know, as I get that stuff, you know, I'll sell the excess from it, pay for the lot, and I'll probably end up selling about 80% of it, not in raw value wise, but in volume wise. And, you know, I'll fill out some more cold foils in my alpha binder that I have. I will build out some more stuff for my personal collection. That's a nice hit. And, you know, all of a sudden, you know, that $4,000 that I invested from the heavy hitters turns into 6,000, which then turns into, you know, 6,000 again because I keep some stuff, and then I convert that back into more product. And so, you know, I already took some other money for some Magic stuff, and I bought 4 more Modern Horizons boxes. I am still, nice. I am still working steadily towards acquiring 100 of those boxes. When I hit 100 of those, what I will probably do is do a huge mass rip on them. I'm actually going to do that. And once I hit those 100 boxes, I will basically add, hopefully my cost will be about $16,000 roughly on that, $17,000 roughly. And, you know, I will take all of that, list every single card, like every single card, and I will sell every single freaking card in that set. And, you know, based on rough math, I should, between the foils, the rares, the mythics, assuming I don't hit just utterly terrible, like I could obviously like just low roll the bejesus out of it and just hit really crap across every single box. It'd be really hard to do that across 100 boxes just because, you know, law of averages kick in. But, you know, even theoretically, worst case scenario, you know, I should make somewhere between $14,000 and $18,000 from the rares, mythics, and foils that I will buy list. And then the rest of it, which will be mostly the commons and the uncommons, is going to be where all my profit margin comes from, and it will get added to the bulk ship system. It'll, you know, add X hundreds of cards a week that I move. There's tons and tons of playables in the commons and uncommons in Modern Horizons 1, and those sets don't really seem to go down in value at all, which is good because the singles are relatively cheap for the most part, but, you know, it's not too bad. So just a quick recap here. We have 1 foil rare, 2 foil rares, a land, 3 foil rares. Actually, they did really good. They did really, really good. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 12 foils in here, right? So there's 36 packs. So we have a 33% hit ratio on foils. That is why there's premium on these foils. We hit 4 mythics. I know Oko's a good hit. I don't know about Garuk. Harmonious Archon's pretty good as well. That's pretty nice. And then let's see what we did for the rares here. We did okay. We got 1 land. The lands are what I know do really well in this set. There's 2. It's 3 lands. Okay. 4 lands. So, yeah, that might be like $10 there, maybe a bit more. I'm just going to lowball everything in here. So we got like $10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Let's call it $20 in rares. We'll lowball me for the world here. $20 here, so we're at $40. You know, I know most of these foils, there's probably about $15, $20 in foils here, so we're at like $60 right there. And then our uncommons is where we have most of our return on investment here, probably. There is a ton of good uncommons in here. This moves, this Wintermore Commander sells, which is Oven sells, Keeper of the Fables sells, Sage of the Falls. Like, all these are 10, 30, 40 cent cards that move, and like it's so good. Okami Rangers 30 or 40 cents. Giant Opportunities, same thing. Heraldic Banners 50 cents. Like, this all adds up, and there's so many cards here. All That Glitters is the same way. Tournament Grounds, that sells for a decent few pennies. Like, there's just so much money in here, and it's crazy to me. Okami Rangers, another banner. Enchanted Carriage, Drown in the Lock moves. Kenris is like $1 and change. You know, this is like net EV to me too. Like, I make anywhere from 20 cents to $1 on these uncommons, and I have probably, there's 100 and change of them in here these basic lands. I haven't sold the basic lands yet, but I imagine once I list these, you know, I'm sure people will buy these lands because they want these lands. And even at 10 cents a piece, you know, I have 36 lands here. That's $3.50. And then my commons, like all these commons, like there's this box. If you monetize every single bit of it, like, and even these tokens, I'll probably move these tokens too. There's probably some token in here that sells for $1 or $2. Who knows? But you know, this all adds up, guys. Like there's the potential of upwards of like $150+ per box. You just have to wait, and the time is what takes so freaking long, and people are not patient. They don't want to do the waiting. But yeah, guys, this is the first box of the Eldraine series. Once these are all open, they'll get sorted and added into the bulk. I might ask the wife to help me sort this stuff just because there's not a ton of it, but it'll get all sorted, added in, moved, and added into the system. It'll all get listed and moved. And, you know, out of my $570, I will hopefully, you know, recoup a good chunk of that pretty quickly from most of my rares. And, you know, that'll be from the rares and uncommons and foils. And the rest I'll just sit on and slowly get profit on. But yeah, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap the video up for now. I'm getting pinged by some people. I have some business to attend to. And we'll get some more of these recorded and some backfills put in. And most of these videos are going to be fairly generic for the most part. So I do apologize if prices have swung heavily for some reason on the card. I probably recorded this 2 or 3 weeks before it got uploaded, if not like a month or two before. And these are going to be kind of like video buffers that I'll pad in with those 3 videos a week. I was hoping to get it done a bit ago, but by the time this goes live, we'll be at 3 videos a week, which will be nice. And I'm just going to be front loading these in like large volumes, which is why I have so much of these. I'm recording so many of these at once. But yeah, guys, enjoy the floating hand series of opening as I light magic on fire. I mean, sell singles for money at 10 cents a piece. And have a good time, and thanks for coming in, guys. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.